Alright guys, welcome back. Doing a little bit kind of the long part of this. Everything else seems to go quick, and then I get to the part where I gotta put all this stuff in here and it seems to take me forever. So last video I kind of talked about the boards that they had. I actually had to make new boards, so this is kind of what I come up with. So I've got kind of stair steps here. So this one, I'll kind of put it in here for you guys to show you. So this one goes back here. I glued in these mounts too. There's like these two little wood dowels right here to kind of extend it up a little bit and make it flush with this back piece. This is the ECU for the motor. It's going to kind of go right here. And then put these two little blocks on here, added those two blocks up front there. I hope you guys can see that. And then this one goes right here just like that. So that's kind of my board layout. And the pump, which you saw is under here. Still can get to it if I need to. This will be the ECU. This is the battery. I've already got the fuel line ran and the lead to the motor. And I just put these little MAP 4mm retainer clips. This is the UAT. So they have, this is high flow, but this one is bigger. So they also have what they've always had is a 4 ounce. This is a 6 ounce bottle. It's square versus rectangular. And I'm gonna mount it probably right here. Put a little angle in it. That way the air bubble kind of sits here at the top. And everything, and then it'll just be right here in this position. I've already checked the back bucket and the front bucket to make sure everything clears, and it does. This guy's going to go right here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to loop all these cables right back under through here. So all you'll see is this guy right here. Batteries will go back under here and go forward, and then they'll plug in up there. And then my receivers will probably be somewhere up in this area. Air tanks are going to be where they're at. They're going to be right, kind of under this board in the front. I'm going to put probably the high flow Jetronic valve, air valve for the mains, and the brake valve and the sequencer all under here. And the light controller, like I said, is going to be under here, or I may put it up here on top, something like that. I originally was going to hide all this stuff, but you know, no point, I guess. But yeah, I'll probably mount this underneath here and then just run the wires. Probably move this forward just a little bit, and then I'll cut a little half moon here, and then run the wires right down into there to plug into this controller underneath here. And then of course this will come off. This will be soldered to all the leads if I need to remove the wings and everything. So I just want to do a quick video to show you guys that. I had to put it off its wheels just because it was too high to work on in there. So getting there, but kind of the plan as of now is that's kind of my layout for everything, unless it ends up being like ridiculously tail heavy, which I don't think it will be. But all my batteries are going to go right here, and they'll just basically plug in right here, or I might flip them to keep the lead shorter, especially for the turbine battery. But that way I can get them right here and have access to them right here, pull them out and charge them, put them back in, and they'll all be right here, because it'll have 2 for the power system, 1 for the turbine, and 1 for the lights. So it'll be 4 batteries, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that should be enough weight up here that if I need to move them back, I can, to kind of help CG it. And then I'm probably going to go ahead and mount this guy. I typically don't leave these in the model, but I may just leave it right here. I'm going to make a little mount here for it, and then I'm going to be using, where's my pin flag? Oh, they came in the other day, but I got kind of like the A7. I have a, well, you're not going to see it. Shoot. I'll find it later and show you guys, but the DLP, DLPH2 has a switch on it, you know, kind of like a Spectrum and stuff. So, it uses the 2 outside pins and it plugs in, and then you can actually, if it fails, it automatically comes on. So it kind of shorts out. So what I did was just use a, what is it, AR pin flag, and use it instead of the switch. And it'll just be mounted right down here, and I'll pull the little pin out when I'm not, when I go to fly. And I'll also have my air fill up here. I'll have 2, one for brake, one for mains. And that's kind of what we're looking at. So it's getting there. I should get most of everything done in the next, well, I don't know about tomorrow, because tomorrow's Mother's Day, so forced Labor Day. No, it's all good. But I still haven't decided on that secondary tank that's over there. If anybody knows if the main tank will be enough without that, let me know. I don't know anybody that's got one of these personally. Well, I know a couple people, but the person I reached out to hasn't responded, and I don't know the other guy well enough to get a hold of him. So, yeah, I should have, and I can still do it. I can fill it up and see how much it weighs, empty and full. That way I know how much fuel's in it. I didn't measure the fuel, the tank size before I put it in, but I can always take it back out and check it, which I might do that real quick tomorrow before I do like the plumbing and everything. So what I'll have essentially is, so the vent's up here, and that's another thing I got to do. I got to put my vent, and I'll probably just put it like right here. So it'll kind of be down under here on this side here, easy to get to, but you can kind of see that little ledge right there underneath the inlet. So that's a perfect spot for it, like right there. And it'll just come out. I'll route it over down, and it'll go right to that. So that'll be my vent. I'm gonna loop it right here probably. So that way when it rolls or when a tank's full and it's slashing around, it doesn't spit fuel everywhere. And then it'll come down to here. 8mm vent. And then this will pick up, if I don't put the other tank in, if I put the other tank in, the vent line from that tank will feed to this one, and then the pickup from that tank will go to the UAT. But if not, this will go straight to my UAT top line here. So it pulls fuel out of this, it goes into this top line, this is all full, this stays full, and then this comes out and goes to the pump, which this is a 6, this is 8, and you use the step down that comes with the UAT, little step down from 8 to 6 mil. And then the other one on top here is for the fill, and where are those at? I got a bunch of these dry lock fittings. A buddy of mine was able to find them through like a supplier, and gosh, see, I can't keep up with anything these days. I don't know what I did with them. But anyways, his minimum order was 10, so I'm going through and I'm putting them on all my jets. I already put one on the F20 or the A7 here, and this is what you get. So it's the same thing that you see with like the Jersey Maulers. You got this is just a cap, and then the filler goes in and it pushes that little valve in there, and it allows you to fuel, and then when you undo it, it seals off so you don't get any fuel all over you. And then this just goes in as a cap, and there you go. It's better than the little just plugs, because they're hard to get in especially when the fuel line starts hardening or whatever. So, but there you go. So that's kind of where I'm at. So hopefully tomorrow or the next time, probably if not tomorrow, Monday, I'll get the bulk of the equipment installed and hooked up and try to finish this thing up and get on to the SU. I'm like so far behind. But anyways, what's the rush, right? It's all about enjoying the hobby. But you guys take it easy. I'm going to call it an evening. I just don't feel all that great this evening. I drank too much last night. It happens. Anyways. Oh, yeah, last night, man. Here in North Alabama, we got to see the Northern Lights finally. That was pretty awesome to see. And it kind of went on my bucket list now. I want to see, like, go up north and see the legit ones up in like Canada or Alaska or something like that. It was pretty cool to see them here in Alabama, and might be able to see them tonight actually again. Probably not as good as last night, but we'll definitely probably be able to see them just a little bit. It was awesome, man. You couldn't really see them as well. Like I was walking back to the house because we were out, had the fire going by the pool, and I'm like, man, why does it look like there's a daggum spotlight in the sky, And then I got to thinking about it. I was like, oh crap, because it was early. It wasn't supposed to start till like 1 o'clock, and it was like 8 something. And then we got out the phone, and you could see it really well. Like your phone would make it pop. Like you couldn't really tell what it was doing. You could just see like light, shades of light, to the naked eye. But man, when you bring up your phone and just watch it through your phone, you could see it really well and take pictures, so it was pretty awesome. But anyways, you guys have a good one, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button if you wanna know when I post another video. Appreciate it. Cheers.